Hey guys, I just really just want to get this on my chest. And that's about this. Not the doll, just the Sonic fan base. And why 80 to 9, no, sorry, 60 to 80% of it is total bogus shit. Ugh. You will not find another fan base as close, besides the COD fan base, that bitches and whines as much as the Sonic fan base does. Let me give you some examples. When the 4Kids voice actors took over for voicing the characters in the games, a lot of people were pissed off and they wanted them changed. So when Sonic Colors rolls around, they're like, oh look, we're listening to you, we're going to change the voice actors for you. And then the same people who were bitching about the 4Kids voice actors, once they replace them, they start bitching wanting them back. They can't make up their freaking minds. Another example, Sonic Generations. That's the big 20th anniversary game. And what do people do? As when the game comes out, they complain about Sky Sanctuary not being yellow enough. And honestly, and these are the same people who say that Sonic 06 is like the best Sonic game ever made. And they praise that game, and yet because of this one little thing, think Generations is it. If you don't believe me, just check it. Go to the Sega forums and spend about 10-15 minutes on there, and you will see exactly what I am talking about. God. And another thing is that the people who bitch about the music, with all the remixes in Sonic Generations, like people, they're bitching about how, oh, I heard this remix on the internet was better. Why wasn't it in this game? This remix sucks. Oh my god, I'm so tired of it. And another thing that I'm sick of hearing is, well, I don't want to play as all these other characters. I only want to play as Sonic. And so what do? They spend some games that we're just like, oh, look, we can only play as all these characters, but I want to play as Sonic. Then guess what? Sonic Colors, Sonic 4 comes out. And guess what? You can only play as Sonic again. And then they go and bitch about how they want to play as other characters. They can't make up their freaking minds. I mean, seriously, it makes me freaking ashamed to be one of the good 40 to 20% of the fan base that is actually doesn't bitch about, well, no, I shouldn't say that. I still bitch about stuff, but I bitch about stuff that matters. And the stuff that matters is level design, physics, and gameplay. That's what matters to me in a Sonic game. Which is why I don't like Sonic 4, because at least episode 1, anyway, because its physics were just fucking stupid. But anyway, I'll say that for another time. Another thing, I'm pretty sure everyone on Facebook has noticed this already, is the amount of OC and fan characters. I mean, I have no problem with, like, you making your own silly fan characters, as long as, like, you make the art yourself. But 7 to 8 times out of 10, if you see any, like, fan character anywhere, it is just a stupid recolor or someone else's stolen artwork. I mean, the only one that I actually interacted with was Nightmare the Fox, and he's actually an original character, and he didn't and because he's alright. He doesn't constantly post stupid RP shit all the time. And that's another thing that leads me to my next topic, is the quote-unquote RP on... No, I'm going to stay away from that. I decided to just stay away from that, forget about it. But I will go into this. It's the shipping of characters, pairing characters with up. Now, I can understand some of it makes sense. I mean, like the older characters, like Rouge, like, you gotta remember the age of these characters. Sonic's only 15, Rouge is 17, Knuckles is 16, Vector's like 20, SBO 16. Like, those are the ones, like, characters like that, or like Blaze the Cat, like, she's like 14 or 15 or something. That I can understand, because that actually makes sense. Or if you evolve any of the comic characters, because comic characters actually have stuff like, have pairings up all the time, but that's because they're around the same age. But when you go to, like, freaking, like, just, like, even Tails is 8 years old. 8. Amy is 12. 12 to 16. Sonic is not going to be a freaking pedophile. But probably the worst is anything with Charmy the Bee or Cream the Rabbit is because they are freaking 5 years old. You just need to stop that shit. I mean, honestly, that's just disgraceful. And honestly, that is just a freaking disgrace to the Sonic fan base. Now I ranted about the major part of the Sonic fan base. I'll take this time to talk about part of the fan base that I am of, and also Marcus is which is the good fan base, which makes up the other 40 to 20%. Now us, we know when Sega, we've played the games, we know when Sega does stuff right, and we know when they fuck up. Like with 06, that was just a fucking disgrace, but never happened in the first place, so just gonna forget about that. But like with Sonic 4, that game came out, they realized what was wrong. The physics were wrong. The way Sonic handled was wrong. The level design was all reused, and all the level themes were just rehashes. So like Green Hill, Carnival Night, Labyrinth, and Metropolis. So when Sonic 4 Episode 2 came out, they changed it up because they heard what we said, and they tried fixing it for us. They gave us better physics, not perfect, not like the old school, but they're still way better than Episode 1's are. They fixed the boss fights, so they're actually your original like boss fights, although they do tend to drag out a little bit, but you can't win everything. And then they at least tried something new with the level design, where they, like for the first one, like Sylvania Castle, that's like a fusion between like Marble Garden and like Emerald Hill, sort of. I guess you could say it is. No, wait, no, it's a fusion of Marble Garden and Aquatic Ruin. That's what it is. So at least they tried like combining ideas together, and then you get like a White Park. That's like a snowy amusement park place, and that was a cool, fun idea. I wish they would have expanded on it more. But yeah, anyway, there's not. Like I said, we're gonna bitch about stuff, but we're gonna bitch about the stuff that matters, which is the physics. I can't stress that enough. I mean, the physics is what made Sonic for me. Because in any old, like, there's always that one section in Sonic games where you see that hill, you roll into your ball, you start gaining speed really fast, and you love doing it. Or you get in one of those U-shaped patterns, you just go down, and you just get higher and higher each time. Just building that speed. I mean, you can't do any of that shit in Sonic 4, even in Sonic 4 Episode 2. You can't do that. All really, and sorry. And that's just something I wish they would at least bring back. I mean, Sonic Advance games, they replicated that. They had like the same almost identical physics as they did as the classic games, and that's why I love the Advance games so much. Another thing is the level design and enemy placement. I mean, we all know Metropolis Zone. We know, the enemy placement in that is freaking dickish, especially with those fucking slicers. So we know that we want Sega to stop doing that shit, or at least do better and make it less often. I mean, can't tell you how many times I've run into a freaking slicer because of dickish enemy placement in Metropolis Zone, and that freaking, even to this day, it just freaking pisses me off. Then another thing we do is, at least I like, the big thing, like as Marcus said in his Sonic 2 LP, is that when Generations came out, like the biggest thing I was wondering is like, what's the music gonna be like? I mean, Sega never, like, they rarely ever disappoint in their music. I mean, even series outside of Sonic, like Super Monkey Ball, Jet Set Radio. Oh my God, Jet Set Radio has a fantastic soundtrack. Both Jet Set Radio and Jet Set Radio Future. I mean, Sega just does a fantastic job, and with Rhythm Thief for 3DS, they did a really good job on that. Yeah, and we don't. Yeah, so there's remixes on the internet. So yeah, we think they're good, but we're not gonna whine and bitch that that the ones that are in the actual games are inferior to it. I mean, that's just stupid. I'm not gonna say that some random guy on YouTube is better composing music than a major gaming company. I mean, why the heck would I do that? I mean, that's just stupid. So that's pretty much all I have to say about the Sonic fan base. Yeah, big portion of us, we just love to bitch about all the pointless shit. Oh, forgot to mention, probably the stupidest reason even more than voice actors to this color of Sky Sanctuary. Sonic 4 comes out. So they use the classic Sonic model, and Sonic has green eyes. He has green eyes ever since the 3D games. Oh, Sonic has green eyes. You're not following the classic flow of the original games. This game sucks. His eyes aren't black, they're green. Oh, that shit just pisses me off. Alright, I just wanted to let you guys know. Just because I like to just get it off my chest. So, Sonic says goodnight. Oh yeah. This is actually a Sonic Underground doll, you could say, because he's got the guitar necklace. Pretty cool. Alright, out. I mean, yeah. Tails out.